Point number 25 as to why business is booming. I call it an interactive database. What do I call it? Now, you will have heard it called social media. I hate that term. This is not media. This is a database, and there are multiples of them. What's the most important one of all of them? Facebook is most important. Second most important? Twitter is second most important, fighting with YouTube. Some days I think YouTube's more important than Twitter. Other days I think Twitter more important. Third, I would put Instagram would probably be the third most important, especially our restaurant. Literally, when we have our food of the day, our restaurant, we literally put up a picture of that dish. It goes up on Instagram. We'll literally get 10 to 20 bookings like that. You know, very, very important stuff, all of these. Yes, you can go into Pinterest and all of these other ones, and they're definitely there, but if you don't got Facebook, LinkedIn, is the other one that has to be up there. LinkedIn, especially if you're a professional service. LinkedIn is a phenomenally powerful tool. Love all of those. You've got to learn them all. 4 points I want to tell you about all of these. Number one, add value. The number one thing you need to do on your Facebook page is add value. If you want to learn about it, in fact, how many of you like my Facebook page? If you want to watch what I do every day, or my LinkedIn, or my Instagram, any of those, my Twitter is ActionCOACH CEO, so at ActionCOACH CEO. My Facebook is facebook.com/Bradley Sugars, BradLeysUG. You're not writing it down, write it down. Or link it right now on your phone. Okay, and just watch what we do, because we literally pay thousands of dollars every month to get all the best advice on how to manage this stuff. So watch what we're doing, keep up to it, and know where we're at. Adding value, though, you've got to give them good links, good information, good pictures, good stuff, good quotes. All things that people go, gee, that's informative, that's interesting, that's something. If you're an accountant, you should be telling them, here's a tax hint, here's a savings hint. You know, give them good information. Number two, be human. This is called social media, not anti-social media. Okay? You've got to be social. You're interacting with human beings. Don't try and be corporate about it. If you've got a birthday party in your office and one of your staff is having a birthday, what should you do? Take a photo of it and put it on your Facebook and Twitter. It's human interaction. How are you going to build a relationship if you don't show them the human side of your business? Does that make sense? If you're out on a job site and one of your staff falls over in the mud and gets covered with mud, take a photo and go, hey, look at the idiot falling over in the mud. Everyone will go, wow, that's funny, that's really great, and they like your company more because it's human. Simple stuff like that. Be human. Number three, interact. Don't just post stuff up there, reply to people. If on LinkedIn you put something up and someone says, hey, that's a great thing, write them a note back saying, hey, thanks for the comment, Fred, really appreciate it. Interact with them. Don't be one-way traffic. The reason I call this interactive is because it's a two-way communication. See, the way databases started is people had like a Rolodex, and then it went to having a newsletter, and then you know, all these things, but it was always one-way communication. We now have two-way communication with our customers. Use it and take advantage of it. Finally, number four, sell softly. You wouldn't run into a networking function and run up to someone and just go, hey, buy my stuff. Well, maybe some people do. Do you know, that's the funniest thing about networking functions. How many of you go to networking functions to buy stuff? Raise your hand if you go to a networking function to buy things. Raise your hand if you go to a networking function to sell stuff. Is there a disconnect or what? Networking, the number one thing you should aim for out of any networking function is to have coffee with someone. That's all you should be aiming for. Hey, why don't we have coffee one day and see if we can help each other do business? That's all you need to do. Build a network. You're not building sales, you're building a network. Now, it's off the subject, but it's still on the subject. Selling softly is important. Link them through to something on your website that's informative, but there's also an offer on that page. Does that make sense? It's a soft sell. It doesn't have to be a hard sell when you're doing this stuff. Is this stuff important, yes or no? Yeah, any business that is not doing this right now, in the next year or two, will be falling way behind. You need to get on top of this, and you need to be on top of it sooner rather than later. Ask the coaching team how to help educate you and your team on it if you need to.